Okay, greetings everyone. Today I want to make some brown pasta, and I'm going to be making a vegan recipe, so no animal fats at all. In the bowl here I have chestnut mushrooms, which I have washed, and I also have carrots, which I have brushed and topped and tailed. I've taken the ends off. I use this brush, so that's what I do. I do not peel my vegetables. I scrub them. We do not peel because for vegetables that grow under the ground, the nutrients are concentrated under the skin. By peeling alone, you lose 50% of the nutrients that nature has spent time to provide for you, just in the process of peeling. And I know you remember that we also do not use excess water. So in what I'm going to be cooking today, I'm actually not going to be using any water at all to cook my pasta. I'm going to show you how I do that. That actually is why I have these mushrooms and carrots. Mushrooms and carrots are two very popular bits of nature's water reservoirs. You know that living things, I mean, they generally say are over 70%. Well, these things have just that store of water. So I'm using cone 4 to give me slices. So I'm slicing my mushrooms. What I love about the Saladmaster processor is how you get even slices. This is cone 4, the straight slicing cone. You know, we have a cone, the cone 5, that does an undulating slice, like what we call the waffle cut, but this is a straight slicer. I'll be using a different cone for the carrots. Just get through my mushrooms first. So as I come to the last of my mushrooms, I want to say, why buy sliced mushrooms when you can slice them fresh yourself? I'm sure you remember that one of the things that we say is that oxidation rids your food of nutrients. So if you buy things that are already sliced, your vegetables that are already sliced, you actually are not going to get the full nutrients either if it's already sliced, because the edges, the ends would have to be exposed to air, and that would begin the oxidation process. So just keep your vegetables and slice them, use them when fresh and necessary. For the carrots, I'm going to use cone 2, which is a cone I love to use. It gives you like a julienne cut. I'm just basically holding it to the cone, holding the carrot to the cone, trying not to get my fingers caught up on the cone. So this is the cut of carrot that I get, little julienne pieces. Put as many carrots and variety of vegetables as you want. I'm conscious that basically I'm using these particular vegetables for the water. So into the well I have all my little pieces And this guard, actually pressing on that is what I'm doing, and it protects my fingers from the blade, allowing me to use this. I've said before, the inside of the cones are safe to touch, the outside is the sharp edge. My electric skillet, a very popular piece. I mean, with all our Saladmaster pieces, you don't have to pot watch if you know your timings, but with this one I can actually set it, and if I go beyond the timing it will turn itself off, because of course it has its own timer. So here's my veg that is going to provide the water for my pasta to cook. I'm cooking some brown fusilli pasta, very commonly seen in Aldi, this one. And I'm just going to use this. I've been trying to use things that are easily and locally available. I noticed that in Nigeria, for example, they have lots of Simply products, which are basic products, so I'm not looking for anything fancy. In my bad boy, I have like 3 quarts in quantity of sliced up vegetables, and I'm going to use this whole pack of pasta, 500 grams of pasta. Remember that a lot of that veg is going to provide the water, you know, and so on. So now all I'm doing is mixing in my veg with my pasta. To be honest, I don't even need to do that. Even if I leave it on top, it's going to, so let me leave it on top just to show you that this is actually a dumping issue. When it starts to click, I will come and stir it up, because by then it will have provided moisture, the veg would have gone down, and it will be easier to stir. Okay, so I did that. Very important to make sure that there's nothing obstructing the contact between the lid and the base of the cookware. And I'm going to simply start it. It says starch in there, my pasta, so I'm going to set it to 150. And it doesn't matter, because, I mean, yes, I've got veggies in there. When it starts to click, it will mean that the contents are at 150, and I will come and turn it down low anyway. So there we are. And the flashing light always indicates that the bad boy is on and heating up. If your light does not flash, it's either that the temperature has been reached, and if you just turned it on, it can be that the temperature has been reached. It must then be that there's a problem with your probe, in which case you contact your Saladmaster consultant, and they will tell you how to get a replacement. So I heard the bad boy clicking, and I immediately came and reduced it to 85. On opening it, this is what I see. Now I'm mixing in the veggies with the pasta, so that all the pasta has access to that water. So it can cook. I'm just stirring that in, because I'm sure you've been told that Saladmaster does not stir your food for you. So if you don't stir, everything does not mix up. So I've mixed that in. I mean, if I just want to cook it like pasta, you just want to cook pasta that you are going to eat, maybe you've made a sauce with it. For example, if you had spaghetti rather than the macaroni I've got there, then you would leave it plain. Now mix that in nicely. Now I'm not going to be using any salt at all, and I'm going to be using minimal seasoning, which for me is always black pepper. For any of you who've been watching, you know I love my black pepper. The flavoring of my black pepper in there. I can't do much in terms of turmeric, but I'm going to put a little dash of turmeric in there. just for my own, since I've got black pepper, let me just put a dash of turmeric. I don't want the turmeric flavor to be heavy. So 3 little shakes of turmeric. And if, for example, you wanted it in pasta sauce, this is the time you do the pasta sauce on it. I want it to be completely vegan and clean, and I'm just going to simply use some almond milk. I mean, usually a pasta sauce container would be like 500 ml. That's about half of my 1 liter, so that's 500 ml of almond milk in there. It's my simple pasta. Okay, so there we are. There's my cookware again. I'm making sure that there's nothing blocking my bits there. Now I've put in things there which would have dropped the temperature now to below the 85. So I'm going to set that back up to 150, which is medium. Remember, medium, click low. So there we are. When it starts clicking, I'll come and turn it low. So my bad boy has called me back with that clicking, and I have responded to its call. I know that the contents on the inside are at 85. So here I'm going to now reduce that down to 85 so that the heating element does not make it past 85. And I am going to now set the timer to 20 minutes. I expect that in that time my pasta will be well cooked, and then I can now start thinking of my final stages. But there we are. So the going to the temperature, just press temperature, you can see it set on 85. It's continuing to click. Yeah, it had gone, yeah, so it's continuing to click. So the temperature is at 85, and if I want to know how much time is left, just press the timer. So it's less than a minute since I set it to 85. You can stand and watch it, and it will go down to 19. But basically, I'm not going to stand here watching this part. I'm going to go and watch some Formula 1. This is Aldi shopping, and that's a bag of baby spinach. I'm going to put the whole bag in. I can't do it, unfortunately, with my hand on the camera, so I'm going to put the camera down and then come back to show when I'm just going to empty the spinach on it. I don't know if I need to cook it some more, but let me, because I want to wilt down the veggies, the spinach. So let me set that now to 85. Although I have opened it and stirred it. Let me go back to my 150. As usual, medium, click low. I opened it, I've stirred it around. It's definitely dropped below that. So 150. When it starts to click, I'll come and turn it down for 5 minutes, and then I'll stir in the veggies. Bag of spinach piled on top. I'm just going to cover that. It meant 150, not 155. I just noticed I was on 155. So there it is clicking. I've turned it down to 85 and set the timer for 5 minutes. So here's my sweet corn. Stir it in. Just delicious. As I said, it's not creamy. You'll be surprised at the flavors. And this is no salt, black pepper, a bit of turmeric. Very simple cooking, very simple food. Put in the rest of the almond milk. So in the end, I would say that this recipe will call for 1 liter of almond milk. Okay, everything is cooked now, so it's just for the almond milk to warm through really. 85 and 10 minutes. Okay, so here's the finished product. It's moist. Underneath you can see that there is a sauce that has coated the pasta. So I'm gonna taste that and see what this is like. It's gonna be one of my staples, and I do know that the secret is in moderation and quantities, but for me, let us see how that goes. I'll do 1 bowl to start.